Hello folks, my name is Mark Robb. I'm a facilitator for Parent Network Scotland. This is a wee blog, just starting this, and the intention really is to give some of our participants and potential people, dads, coming to our site, a wee insight about the work that we do, Parent Network Scotland, and a chance for me to reflect and get my head around what it is that I do. So, Parent Network Scotland, we're a network for parents. I'm funded at the moment through Catanac funding in conjunction with Father's Network Scotland. I'll post some links to those sites at the end of this blog, and really we'll try and get a bit more active with our video stuff. And so it might be a bit shoddy at the minute, but hopefully you'll be able to get what you need out of this. As I said, I'm a facilitator here. I work with both genders. However, at the moment I'm working with a couple of groups of dads. We've had various, over the last couple of years I've been involved here, we've had some support groups that have come out of our Parent Matters course, which is a 8-week, 10-week parenting course, stroke workshop. We essentially work with parents in order to help them with their journey of parenting. We're looking at how we interact with our kids, looking at our own emotional needs, and then looking at our kids' needs, behaviours and feelings, developing emotional intelligence, developing communication skills, developing listening skills. So within the Parent Matters course there's a whole range of tools and theory and psychology behind how we can all enhance our parenting. I'm a dad of 3. My eldest is Theo, he's 16, middle Sasha, 11. And I've got a new baby, Jasmine, at 15 months, 16 months now. That's how I've got grey hair. No, it's as any parent I know, you're delighted and blessed to have Wayne's. Yeah, at the same time, you're like, wow, it's a lot of hard work. And I think at Parent Network Scotland, we can understand the realities and the challenges that parenting brings us. What is it to say? I suppose I'm trying to reach out to other dads like myself through my work. I certainly have improved as a father by doing the work here at Parent Network Scotland. Understanding my kids more, understanding my own needs, what's going on with me has helped me in turn sort of be a bit more, I don't know, a bit more understanding of what's going on for my Waynes. And as I say, my Waynes are all at a different stage. There's, one's a teenager, which brings a whole host of stuff, and one's a baby, and right down to the youngest, which is probably the most challenging at the minute. Overall, the ability to speak about my challenges of, I'm not a lone parent. However, there has been times in my life where, through separation, that I have been parenting alone, and I suppose we could say parallel parenting. There's also been times where it's not been parallel parenting, that communications has broke down. At the moment, I'm parenting with my ex-partner, with two kids, and my current wife, and we all seem to be living up to the challenge of bringing up Waynes together, and it's no mean feat. But certainly, Parent Network Scotland course has helped me, and my work here has improved my abilities and skills as a dad. If I can talk about myself, initially I think coming from my kind of take on being a dad kind of really played up to the stereotypes of listening to me and do as I say, and don't challenge that, and just do it, you know. And the irony is, I mean, I was brought up that way, not particularly by my father, but my mother. It was very authoritarian type parenting, you know, and very high stress oriented parenting, and also great number of healthy things as well, and love there, and but a lot of the sort of stuff that I took on came from my mum in terms of, you know, the legacy of how she parented. It was the only thing I knew, so I think it's quite easy to say now, having a new set of tools, that I can see the negative stuff, but that's all I knew. So being a dad, I just thought, right, you shut up and do that and listen to me, and if you're not doing it, then you're going to get punished, you know. And although we, through our courses and through our work and sharing with other people in a group context, because we do mentoring work, but essentially the thrust and main stuff that we do at Parent Network Scotland is about group work, and that's where I think when we work with other people in a group context and other dads, particularly me working with other fathers and other dads, I have learnt more about me as a father, and by listening to others' experience. And also that goes with working with mums too, you know, like the practicalities of bringing up kids and emotional stuff and all that. So although my area of interest is working with dads, I'm not gender specific. I want to work with healthy parents. I want to be a healthy parent no matter what the gender is. So I think it's important, and we see that as important as an organisation to get that out in the open, that we're all working towards healthy parenting no matter what the gender. However, there are stats out there are situations, and I think I'm also keen on blowing the myths and the stereotypes away about dad's roles. And in terms of stats, there are, you know, as a man who didn't really talk about his feelings so much a while back, that's changed now. There's other guys out there, and you could. I think there's evidence, and certainly is written evidence, and certainly in experience. It could be said that the socialisation process, guys getting together, sharing their feelings, rallying round each other, and and really supporting, didn't really come into my language or my way of being brought up, you know. I suppose I certainly fall into the category of, as a guy, I was meant to just crack on. I think this also falls into for women, you know, that we're meant to just crack on with it all the time. But my main experience as a guy, talking about me as a dad, the notions from TV, from film, from literature, and how I was genderised in the main house, was very much, don't talk to anybody, just crack on with it. And I remember watching maybe films like Grease or stuff like that, and when the two main characters fall out, all the lassies get together and talk about it and cry and share and and the guy just talks about going on to maybe another conquest or slag each other, and there's no that same sense of support. And that's been my experience in terms of my emotional intelligence, until a few years ago when some crisis hit my life and I was like, I need help. And I sought some groups, I sought some help from organisations, and that's kind of changed to I'm the day. So that's why do I say that? I think I say that as a premise towards why I'm here and working with parents and working with dads, and hoping to work with more dads in particular. And I suppose that's what this is about me speaking about why I want to work and reach out and work with more dads. So in saying that, you know, we're currently working in a couple of nurseries, East End, a couple of dads are engaging, and there's always a lower number of dads that attend our groups, and if we can counteract that, you know, that I see that's part of my work, and how I'm interested in how what it is I can do, and what it is as an organisation we can kind of change those numbers, because I certainly in my experience there's loads of guys dropping Wayne's off at school and getting more involved. Some are working, some women are working, some of the mums are working, some are lone parents. There's loads of different structures for families, stepdad, stepmom, all that stuff. So we're not really, by my eyes, we're not really living in that stereotypical way. Although it's still it is still that way for certain people. But one of the things I've noticed is guys are willing to go and drop off at schools and nurseries and pick up and see the role like that and be comfortable with that, but maybe not yet either through some of the boundaries that I might be presenting, I might not be engaging enough, or maybe through schools or other institutions, and I suppose this blog's about how we can remedy that and try and further the imbalance in terms of, you know, dads seen as parents. Parent Network Scotland are really interested in reclaiming that ground for both genders, you know what I mean? And essentially, you know, I think it'd be safe to be said that some grounds, some of that area, we say parent, we think of mum, and we don't believe that here, you know. As I said before, we believe in healthy parent. So I am appealing to any dads, if you're coming across, if you're across your site, our website, then, you know, please get in touch with myself. I'll give my email. It's markr@pns.org.uk. We're currently, as I said, involved in some nurseries, but we're also looking to set up a support group, a continuing support group. We have a network of dads that's worked with us. We've got a 3-step model. We do the Parent Matters course, come on to our Development Award, and then we've got PLV, which is Parent Link Volunteers. So we've got a lot of guys that are volunteers that have been through our workshops, our training, our courses, whatever you want to call it, and continuing to go on in the Parent Network journey, and development support groups. So from that, we're really interested in continuing the journey with dads through PNS, and also hearing about issues that come up for dads and with as a parents or within the workplace or whatever. So I'm kind of drying up a wee bit now. I'm going to end on this blog with just say I'm really glad to be able to start this. So hopefully, if you are a dad and you're out there and you're on the website, then hopefully this appeal. We would really welcome any feedback, any your suggestions, and you've got to say. We're really looking forward to hearing from you, and look forward to hearing from you. Cheers.